The best advice Mahatma Gandhi gave, which relates to everyone and in every field, is this. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, then you win. Let me give you an example. The great master blaster Sachin Tendulkar, when he first played his first test match against Pakistan in 1989, the first ball he ever played, he ducked and the ball hit his helmet. Thank God he was wearing that helmet. That was his first ball. He just scored 15 runs in that test match. So what happened? People ignored him. The media ridiculed him, laughed at him. Then you had this great bowlers like Waqar Younis and Wasim Akram who fought with him. There were some fierce bouncers and fierce yorkers. But then in the end, Sachin Tendulkar won. Now this is the cycle what every one of us have to go in each and every field, whatever we do. Many people come to me and say, you know what, I don't have clarity, I'm not starting my business, I'm not starting my venture, or I'm not doing this course, or I'm not taking up this new thing because I have no clarity. Here is your answer, here is the solution to your so-called clarity excuse. Everyone is going to have to go through this process where people are first going to ignore you, then they're going to ridicule you or laugh at you, then they're going to fight you, and then you are going to win. The question is, are you ready to go through that cycle? You may be a student, you go to the college for the first time, same thing happens. You go to a new organization, the same thing happens. The employees there, they have their own groups, they ignore you, they laugh at you, they ridicule you, they fight with you. But then if you are good, you are consistent, you are talented, you are honest, and you keep doing your good work, you win. The same thing is in business as well. You have a new idea or you start something, your friends, your relatives, the people around you, they ignore you. In the next step, they ridicule you, they laugh at you because you are not successful, you are struggling. Then they fight you. That look, you're not going to be successful, you're going to keep losing money, leave this, do something else. But in the end, you are going to win. It's just a matter of time. Are you ready to go through that grind? Are you ready to go through that hustle? Are you ready to go through that fight? I personally believe anyone who keeps consistently working hard in the same field for a certain period of time, it may be 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, would definitely be successful. And that's with every category of people, it's with every market, if it's every domain. And here is how you can be ready for that cycle, to go through that entire process. Let's take an example, the first one, ignore. What if people ignore you? I would say better for you, because when people are ignoring you, you're alone, it gives you a lot of time to think, it gives you a lot of time to rework on what you're doing. It gives you a lot of time for analysis and thinking about what's your next step. So I think better, let people ignore you. Initial days, people should ignore you, so that you get that time. Second thing, they ridicule you, they laugh at you. It's this way, think about it. Don't you laugh at other people? Don't you laugh at people? Does it really make a difference to them? Not really. Similarly, when someone laughs at you, you shouldn't be bothered about it. You shouldn't cry and crib about it. You should not be worried about it a lot. I mean, many a times, I really appreciate the sportsmen and the politicians and the film stars. There are people who make fun of them at almost every corner, right? But then they have this wonderful ability to ignore these people, to not take it very personally and go on with that life. Why can't we do all this? Let people laugh at you, keep ignoring them. I think this is a good time where you can ignore someone for a change. Third thing, they fight you. Two ways, either you can stop doing what you are doing or you can quit. That's what 97% of the people do, or you can do what the 3% of the people do. The moment someone fights you, the moment someone gives you that resistance, take a step back, sit, analyze the whole situation and have a counter plan, right? Most of the people quit They don't sit, they don't analyze, don't create some game plan, and that is one of the reasons they get frustrated. Don't do that. Don't react immediately. Take a day off, take 2 days off, plan out everything, what they are fighting for, how can you counterattack them, and go for it. And then finally, when you win, this is the time to be humble. This is the time to say sorry. This is the time to say thank you to people around you, right? Because again, most of the 3% people become very arrogant, become very ignorant, and that's the reason these people are hated by most of them. So when you are into that fourth journey, be humble, stay grounded, and victory is all yours. And then I think the victory tastes sweeter as well when you have your people around. Of course, Mahatma Gandhi ji never gave this advice as a business advice, but if you are thinking about entrepreneurship or want to go for entrepreneurship, this is the best advice from Mahatma Gandhi. That first they're going to ignore you, then they're going to laugh at you, then they're going to fight you, but in the end you're going to win. I just hope this gives you clarity about the most common excuse that I don't know what to do, I don't know how to go about my life, I don't know how to go about my goals. Here is the process, here is the cycle, 4 steps. I hope you agree with what Mahatma Gandhi said. Great leader, great motivator. There's another beautiful quote that he said. We're gonna make a video on that as well. Give me in the comments below what you think. Thank you so much. All the best.
Getting it on my own. Now these hoes stay hitting my phone. I'm like, damn, what do y'all